morning, everybody. Welcome to Swayam Shiksha. This is Ram Sudhir. Previously, I've done a video on 100 days before prelims, and we discussed several strategies. Now, this one is a very important video. Very important in the sense, what should we do while solving questions? Or I can say, do's and don'ts when we are solving questions. It's very important because our success is purely dependent on our practice. That is how many questions we solve regularly and how we solve questions. So I'm putting the strategy on the paper. Now, what we should be doing, first things first here. First of all, when we are talking about approach for UPSC, till now, not in a single coaching institute was able to prepare question papers which were in line with UPSC standards. Very difficult because UPSC gives only 100 questions, but the coaching institute has to prepare thousands of questions. So the first and the most important aspect is we can't have a replica for UPSC question paper, but it is very important that you have to select those questions or that institute whose question papers are not very tough and complex. Very important, first thing. Why? Because if you're selecting a very complex question papers or a very complex test series, our mind becomes so very complex and you start thinking in a complex manner. And I've observed personally that some students, especially very bright students who are taking these test series, they get in line with their mindset, gets aligned with this tough test series. And when they're solving simple problems in the UPSC final prelims test, you start to think in a complex manner and you create problems for yourself. So this is the first and the foremost thing. Very important. Please note this. Select a test series, select that set of question papers which are not very complex, which divert your thinking. Very important. Now that is first thing, okay, which I'm explaining here. That is very important. Second and most important aspect is if we observe last 2 to 3 years question papers. Okay, so the observation is with respect to current affairs, we are getting questions and current affairs of the previous 3 years. Previous 3 years. That means you're not getting current affairs of the last 1 year, or you're not getting concepts associated with the current affairs of the last 1 year. This is a perfect observation which we did. So that means when you are trying to solve questions on current affairs or questions on some general awareness, etc., take the papers of last 3 years. That means 2020, solve of 2017, 18, 19. And that should be a better bet as far as current affairs is concerned. Please remember in mind, take the question papers of the previous 3 years and solve questions. What, of course, anyhow, the current affairs you would have covered or you would have read. But when you're solving questions, take the question papers of 17, 18, 19 and solve. This is the second thing which I wanted to tell you. Now, the third important and the most important aspect is, what should my approach be, sir? Like, for example, whether I should take 100 questions and start solving, and how do I do it? What should be my approach? Now, I'll tell you what can be done. Suppose, let's say, you have decided to solve some 40 tests overall. Okay, so you have decided 1 or 2 institutes of your choice, and you said 40. Then how do I go about by solving? Is it that every day I'll be solving 100, 200 questions, or what should my approach be initially? Now, earlier in the previous video also I told you this test is a test of, one is accuracy, second is elimination technique. Both have to be mastered together. So now what can be done is, let's say I've selected some 40 tests. Okay, 40 tests. So 40 into 100, somewhere around. All the questions need not be extraordinary. Okay. So now what can be done is, first thing is select 10 questions at a time. And that means what? So I've taken 100 questions, question paper, mock paper, and I'm going to take 10 questions at a time. In the 10 questions, suppose let's say I'm getting 7 out of 10 right. I'm attempting 7, let's say. I'm attempting 7, 3 I have not attempted. In that 7, I have got 6 right and 1 wrong. Now, for clearing this exam, if I'm attempting 10 questions, definitely at least 7 should be right. If I'm attempting 10 questions, at least 7 should be right. If I'm attempting 7 questions, at least 6 should be right. This is your target of accuracy. If 6 are right also, you may not clear the exam as far as the cutoffs are concerned. Now, this is a clear-cut understanding you should have with respect to your accuracy. Initially, you may only get 7 questions. Would have attempted 7. That means at least 6 out of 7 should be right. You have attempted 8. So at least 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 8 should be right. So first thing what you should be doing is first 10 questions you have selected. You have solved the questions. Check the answers. Check the answers. And when you're checking the answers, read the solution is one, so which enhances your knowledge. If time permits, prepare notes from there. And once you have solved these 10, check how many of you put on paper, how many you have got right. That means 7 out of 10. You attempted 6. So when I'm calculating accuracy, I'm not going to take those questions which I have left. That means you have attempted 7 out of 10. So 3 you have not attempted. These 3 I'm not going to consider while calculating my accuracy rate. I'm only going to consider the 7 questions while calculating the accuracy rate. So checking the accuracy rate should be done like this. Then I'll go after checking the key, understanding my accuracy rate, then I'll be a little more cautious. So I've got only 6 right or 5 right. So in the next 10 questions, I should increase my level. So this, you will become more cautious in solving, and then that is also needed. So you'll use that technique to increase your next set of 10 questions. Then next set of 10 questions, you have checked the key, the approach, your accuracy rate, then next 10 questions. So first 4 to 5 days, you take 10 questions, and this is what you will do. Very important. It will help you definitely, checking the accuracy. Then go to 20. That means next after 5 days of solving, then you'll take set of 20 questions. In that set of 20 questions, you will check the percentage of accuracy now. So what is your accuracy rate? Out of 20, I've attempted 17. So in that 17, am I getting 16 right, 15 right? What is the percentage of accuracy rate? You are going to calculate. Then you'll become cautious. Then check the key, check the solution, then next 20 questions. Like that. This will be done for another 5 to 6 days or 7 days. Then go to a set of 30 and then check the accuracy rate. This should be your approach. And then ultimately the final test where you come up with solving 100 questions. Very, very important. Calculating the accuracy rate, going by the keyword, etc. Everything. So in the exam hall, now what should be done? One method I will tell you. Out of 100 questions, there may be somebody who has done 40, 50 real tests, okay, practiced like this. He will at least know 30. Yes, this is the right answer. So, but for a fresher, he may know only 20. He has not practiced much. So he will be knowing only 25, 20, saying that only 25, 20. I know exactly this is the answer. But somebody who has practiced 30, 35, he will know, yes, this is something like, yes, I know 30 right. First thing is you have to solve these 30 perfectly. And you've got. Now, how much additional I need? Additional I need would be another 40. That means I should definitely get 40. 40 right on dot. So for getting 40 right on dot, how many I should attempt? Is it going to be 50? Is it going to be a 55? Is it going to be 55? I have to attempt. Now, how do I know that? Now, already you've done so much of practice in analyzing your accuracy levels. Now you will know, okay, to get 40 right, I have to attempt some 50, 55, 60. According to your practice, like this. Okay, so for getting 40 right, okay, then you will go ahead with where you have a dilemma between two options. That is 50% probability. These are the best bets. That is what you are going to do. We are not going to take risk where we have 3 options where you have a dilemma. Are you able to get my point? You're not going to take risk where you have 3 options where you have a dilemma. Very important. So this is something you have to be very careful in the exam hall. Then I know, yes, my ideal attempt should be so much. So people asking 80, 90. So this is to decide how you have to decide what would be your ideal attempt. So if I want to get 40 right, then what is my accuracy rate in my mock papers, etc. and my practice and 50, 55. So I'll attempt 50 more. So 50 plus 30, already 80. 80 should be my ideal attempt. Okay, so that is how I decide my ideal attempt. Very, very important. Then after a lot of observations in the last few years, okay, so you have to focus on few areas which I'll mention. Of course, I'll come up with videos on these at a later date, but for strategy, because I don't want you all to waste time now. So one is, what is my observation is agricultural census and statistics. Every time there is a question. So where do I get these data, etc.? For example, when we talk about trends, Okay, so food crops, cash crops, etc. Already sugarcane, there is a question asked. So with respect to food crops, cotton, jute, so now there can be a question on millets, etc., etc. So that is something where the question can come. Okay, then when we talk about some allied activities like beekeeping, etc., there can be a question. Then coming to industry, steel, aluminum, etc., there can ask the trends with respect to steel, aluminum, there can be questions. Every time there is one question last 4-5 years, if you see 2016 on gravitational waves, compulsory. So that means that area, you please solve more questions. Okay, and there are so this cotton millets, when we talk about the trends and all, this is there in the economic survey part 2. Okay, directly go there, check. Blindly reading economic survey, burdening your head will not work. Identify and then check the table. Okay, so that should be the best thing which we can do. I'll also help you out in the coming days. Then trends with respect to poverty, caste, region, etc. For example, OBC trends, there was a question like what is the percentage, etc. There are questions that are coming. So specifically, I will go and read these areas, very focused. Okay, so if these questions come, how do I manage? Okay, then when it comes to polity also, NCERT, there are certain questions on liberty. Liberty, there was a question. Secularism, you can see last year also, liberty, equality, freedom, these areas. What is the core area? What is the core concept they are asking? So these areas you should become perfect, especially don't leave the NCERT. Okay, so I hope this video is very, very helpful, and I believe this is the best video, in fact. Why? Because many people say solve question, but how to solve, how to check my accuracy, what has to be done? So I'll not keep the video very long. It should be something short, and I'll come up with these developments in the next few videos. And please utilize these suggestions because these are time tested, and I personally tested them on my students. And I have come up, when I'm saying something on screen, I definitely do a lot of research before speaking. And that is the reason when I've prepared questions for the prelims test discussion series of our program, which we are doing, where the students are solving more questions with the teacher. They are solving, I've put questions of the previous years, like 2016, 17. All the effort has been put to prepare questions from there. Okay, so I hope things are clear. And in the description box, there's a Telegram channel link. Please do subscribe to our Telegram channel link for more such tips. And also do subscribe to download our app, Swayam Shiksha app. It will be definitely helpful because we come up with several kind of innovative ideas, which will definitely get you that 2-3 additional marks. And your effort should not get wasted. And with a positive attitude, which I've talked about in the previous videos, hit the goal. We have to clear it, and we are going to clear it. Nothing to worry. And thank you. Signing off. All the best, ma'am. All the best.